Hello guys, we want to solve this question and the question is all about trig. In this question, they tell us that we should find what? Sine 18. Sine 18 without the use of calculator. Then what I want to do is this. Sine what? 18 degree. Now 18 can be gotten by what? Let's say it s equals to what? That means 90 divided by 5 is equals to 18. Don't forget, which is what? 18 times 5 is what? 90. So in that case, if you now agree that it's 90, then let's call it x so that we can work with it. So this one will now be what? Let's say 18 is now x. Let x is equal to what? 18 degree. So we cross multiply. What do we have? Our 5x is equal to what? 90 degree. 5x equal to 90 degree. Now, don't forget that our x is what? Is 18 degree. Now, what I want to do now is what? We said 3x plus what? 2x is equal to 90 degree. Therefore, I want to take that one there. We are going to have 2x is equal to, let's take this 3x, we have 90 minus 3x is equals to what? 2x. That means I splitted this 5 into 3x plus 2x. Then we'll now take the 3x to the other side. Then on this case, now these two are angles. Let's multiply them by what? Sine. Multiply both side by sine. We're going to have sine 2x is equal to what? Sine what? 90 minus 3x. Now, to complement this angle, there's what we call something that will complement this angle. And that will be equal to what? Cos what? 3x. So cos 3x is the same thing as what? Sine 90 minus 3x. For instance, let me give you an instance of what I'm saying. If you have sine 90 minus 60, do you know sine 90 minus 60 is equal to sine 60 degree? So if sine 90 minus 60 is equal as what? Sine 60, sorry, cos 60 degree. So that means that they are the same thing because 90 minus 60 is 30. Sin 30 is equal as cos 60. They are complementary angles. They complement each other. Now, we have gotten to a point where we now need to do something. Now, we already know that this one, sin 2s, is same as what? 2 what? Sin s cos x. Sin s cos x. Reason being that if you have what? If you have sine 2x, is the same thing as what? Sine what? X plus what? X. Which is simply as sine x cos x plus what? Cos x sine x. Recall that what? Sine A plus B is the same as what? Sine A sine B, sine A cos B got what? Cos A sine B. This is what we use to break that one down. So if you do that, this one will now give us what? Sine 2x will give us what? 2 sine s cos x. That one is set already. Then let's go to what? Cos 3x. Cos 3x is the same thing as what? Cos x plus 2x. Instead of that, which is simply as what? Cos x cos 2x minus sine x sine 2x. Meaning that if you don't remember, if you have sine cos A, meaning that what? Cos A plus B is simply as what? Cos A cos B minus sine A sine B. That's what it means. So that's what we use here to break that one down. So this is cos 3x now. Now, cos A, cos 2x is the same thing as what? Listen, cos 2x is the same thing as, let me put it here. cos 2x is the same thing as what? Same thing as cos square s minus sine square x. Please take note of that. Which is the same thing as what? If you, in place of this one, if you replace it with what? 1 minus sine square, or let me say 1, yeah, you replace here 1 minus cos square x. Recall that, don't forget that cos square x plus sine square s is equal to 1. So if cos square x plus sine square x is equal to 1, which we all know, we remember that sine square x plus cos square x is equal to 1. Therefore, if you take what? Sine to the other side, or you take cos to the other side, I would have what? Sine square x is equal to 1 minus cos square x. And that's what we have gotten there. So if you do that quickly, we are going to have it as what? We are going to have it as 2 cos square x minus 1. That's what you are going to have if you do that. So if you put it here, we're going to have what? Cos x into bracket what? 2 cos square x minus 1 minus 1. That means for that one, minus sine what? This one give us what? X into bracket. This one is what? 2 sine s cos x. We have done that before. So that what will this one give us? And this times this will give us what? 2 cos cube x minus cos x. Then this one will give us what? Minus this times this will give us what? 2 sine square x. Then this times, okay, cos x. That's what I want to have. We are multiplying, not that this one multiply this one sine square x times 2, then cos x. Please, if you are enjoying this video, just please subscribe and click the notification button. If you are if you are returning viewers, please, thank you very much for watching. God bless you. Now, please, if you are enjoying the video, just subscribe. Now, what we want to have now is what? We want to have it as what? This one now will not be equal to what? This one, if you multiply, you have this. Now, let's break this one down. Now be 1 minus cos square x. I think we understand why. Because sine square x equals 1 minus cos square x. So minus cos x, 2 cos cube x. Now what we want to have now is what? Finally, we have 2 cos cube x minus cos x. Then if you open the bracket now, and with alongside with this one, cos x times minus 2 times 1, we have minus 2 cos x. Cos x times minus 2 times this, we are going to have plus, minus and minus plus, 2 cos cube x. Cos x times cos x will give us cube x times 2. Minus and minus plus. So we are going to have that. So our final answer there will now be what? This plus this will now give us 4 cos cube x. This plus will give us what? Minus 3 cos x. So that will be our for this particular one. So let us clean it. We have just used it to what? To get our cos cube x, cos 3x rather. Then we have used this one is for this. Then this one is for this. So let me write the two down so that we can have it at the back of our mind. And we've gotten what we needed. So all these ones will be erased and removed. Now, having done that, let us replace them with what? Sine 2x plus what? Cos 3x will now be what? This one will now be what? 2 sine x cos x is equals to what? 4 cos cube x minus what? 3 what? Cos x. Now, having gotten this now, what we want to do now is to what? Divide both sides by what? by cos x. Let's see. If you divide both sides by cos x, what do we have? We would have what? Cos x. Divide this one by cos x. Divide this one by cos x. To remove that, this one will eliminate this. This will eliminate what you can call cos square x. This one will eliminate this one. What do we have? What? 2 sine x is equal to 4 cos square x minus 3. Now recall that this one has a function. Now, if you remember this, that this one is set as 4 into bracket 1 minus sine square x. If you don't know it, go and watch my previous video on trig, where we still prove all these things now. Minus what? 3 is equals to 2 sine what? X. So what do we have? Finally, we would have 4 minus 4 sine square x minus 3 equal to 2 sine x. So let's bring this one here. Let's bring them here. Let's move them over to this place. I would have 4 sine square x plus 2 sine x. 4 minus 3 is what? 1. So if it is 1, we are going to move it to this other side. So it becomes what? Minus 1. So this is the what? The equation we want to solve now. Now, if you take what? Sine x as equal to p, let sine x equal to p, I would have what? 4p squared plus what? 2p minus 1 equal to 0. So in that case, we are going to have it as this is our quadratic equations. So since we have gotten our quadratic equation, we can now what? Move ahead to what? To solve the final answer. So now sine 18 becomes what? So we would have minus b plus or minus square root of what? B squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So in that case, we would have minus, what's our b? B is what? 2 plus or minus square root of what? 4. This is what? 2 squared minus what? 4 times what? What's our a? 4. And our c is what? Minus 1. Don't forget. Divide by what? What's our a? Don't forget your a is 4. You compare them with what? As squared plus bs plus c. Your quadratic what? Functions. So this is it. Your a is b 4. Your b is 2. While your c is what? Minus 1. You put them in your quadratic formula, which some of us in Nigeria or in other countries in Africa call it quadratic almighty formula. It's not almighty formula, please. It's quadratic formula. So it's just the kind of nickname they give to it in Nigeria here. So now 2 times what? 1. What is our a? 4. So in that case, we're going to have it as what? Minus 2 plus 4. Minus times minus is plus. We are going to have what? 16 divided by what? 8. So our p, this is our p that we are trying to get, p. Now, having gotten that now, what we're going to do now is to what? To finalize our solution. Finalize our solution. So we are going to have it as what? As p is equal to minus 2 plus or minus root 20 divided by 8. So in that is minus 2 plus or minus, what is 20 now? 20 is what? Square root of 4 times 5 all over 8, which will now give us minus 2 plus or minus 2 root 5 divided by 8 equal to p. And this one, remember that the what? A plus b over c is it as a over c plus b over c. So in that case, we can write this one as minus 2 over 8 plus 2 root 5 over what? 8. So our answer can be equal to what? Minus 1 plus or minus root 5 over 4. Over 4. Which, if we find the LCM, you are still going to come back to what? 4 Find the LCM 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1 times minus 1 plus or minus. 4 divided by 4 is 1 times root 5 is root 5. Now this is our answer, but sine 18 degree is in the first quadrant, so it can never be negative. Since 18 degree is the first quadrant, which is what? Because our sine x is equal to what? All this. I know we say let p be equal to all this. So p is equal to sine x. So our sine x will now be equal to what? Which is what to what? Minus. Then we don't need to put the minus sign, because if you use this minus sign, it means that we are going to have negative sign for sine 18, which is impossible, because sine 18 is what? If you fall in the first quadrant, which is acute, where sine is positive. Therefore, I will go with what? Root 5, which is plus root 5, minus 1 over plus 1 rather. Is it minus 1? Okay, minus 1, sorry. We take this one second, we pick this one plus. Why do we put plus? Because we want to avoid negative sign for sine 18. Divide by 4. So that will not be your answer, because we know that x is equal to 18 degree. So sine 18, to check from when we started. So sine 18 degree is equal to root 5 minus 1 divided by 4. Final answer. So if you have any issue with it again, please make what your statement in the comment section. But assignment, find what? Cos 18 degree and sine 9 degree. I think with this method, you can be able to find that. Find sine 18 degree and sine 9 degree in what? Without the use of calculator. In our next class, we will go to show you how to solve this as sine 9 degree, cos 18 degree, even cos 9 degree. So please make sure you stay tuned and subscribe. Thank you. God bless you.